Howdy, howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very, well, let's just say old-school diecast here, and I know Robbie Noden, Mr. Race Day 2011 would probably enjoy this piece. So this is the Rusty's Last Call Dodge Charger. Now, I think they made a couple different ones to commemorate his NASCAR Cup Series career and his retirement, I believe, after the 05 season. 04 was his final... Was it 05 or 04? No, it was 05 was his final season. 04 was the final win he had, to my knowledge there. But this is a really, really cool looking diecast here, guys. It is, unfortunately, a fantasy paint scheme. I do wish this was a normal paint scheme, but you know what? Why not do a review on it, you know? A lot of people never even got to see Rusty Wallace race on TV. A lot of people that are probably watching this video never even played a NASCAR video game that had Rusty Wallace in it. So kind of a trip down memory lane. He was pretty much the Brad Keselowski of the 2000s and 90s because he was the Penske guy. He was the number 2 car, you know. In 2010s, it was Brad Keselowski, and back in those years, it was definitely Rusty Wallace and then Kurt Busch. So you got Rusty's Last Call. I think it says 1984, I think. Was it 94 or 84? I can't even read that. The 2005 Penske Racing at the Dodge logo. 2004 was an interesting year for the Dodges because they were kind of in a transition from like going to the Charger, but they were still running an Intrepid front end. Like a lot of people probably don't even remember what manufacturer they ran that year because the noses are just really weird. But to tell you the truth, I love the 2004 Dodges. They look great. So the whole paint scheme pattern to me it's actually a really cool looking paint scheme. You have this 3-dimensional checkered flag pattern, right? Very, very sharp. And this is 2004 graphics. I mean, the technology back then was fantastic still. With kind of like a ribbon pattern that separates between the two, and in the back side panel here, really, really nice graphic package. The colors are dark blue with kind of a Michigan Wolverines orange. Go to the left side of the diecast and you zoom in a little bit more. So the number 2 here is very reminiscent of one of his 90s Miller Lite paint schemes. I think it was the Genuine Draft Thunderbird or Pontiac, one of those. You do have a bad chip right there on the Rusty Wallace decal. This is a used NASCAR diecast. The cool thing about it, though, is it does commemorate different portions of his career. 55 NASCAR Cup Series wins. 20 of those probably came at Bristol. I'm just kidding. You got the 1984 Rookie of the Year. That's probably what it says, 84 there. But I remember Penske Racing starting out as, it wasn't the 80s they started out. I think they were existing in the 90s, or they were existing in the 70s, and I think they took a couple years off and they came back. I forget what years. But Penske wasn't around the whole time for my foggy memory. Serves me well, I guess. You got the Rusty's Last Call logo. I like that. Pretty cool stuff right there. Shame we didn't get any of these paint schemes on NASCAR 06 or 05, to my knowledge. Would have been cool to get some Rusty Wallace Last Ride stuff there. I don't even remember having those on there, so that's unfortunate. You got the Rusty's Last Call once again. You got the Dodge logo. Love that little pinstriping right there. Very, very sharp. And these Gen 4 Dodges, man, something about these pieces are just so beautiful to me. They're kind of bulky. They're kind of aerodynamic. They're kind of awesome, you know. Really cool looking stuff here to the right side of the diecast. Get to 1998 or 1988, 1993 NMPA Driver of the Year. 36 NASCAR Cup Series poles. Go to the roof of the diecast. Rusty Wallace Incorporated. I think he had like a Bush team for a couple of years or something. Something along those lines. Could be mistaken. And I think he actually has a you know how they had the Richard Petty racing experience where you can like rent to drive a car around Charlotte. I think Rusty Wallace has one of those as well. Has like a program like that. I got the 1989 NASCAR Cup champion, and I believe Rusty Wallace was the final driver to win at Riverside. If you don't know what that is, that was pretty much a very, very popular road course in California, certainly before the Sonoma days of NASCAR. Unfortunately, they turned it into a housing district, I believe, or they bulldozed it, but I believe he won the last one there. I think it was 89 season. Such a cool road course. But anyways, this is a very unique diecast. I do wish this was based off a realistic paint scheme. I'm not a fan of, you know, the commemorative stuff. I'm just not really a fan of that, in my honest opinion. Much prefer the realistic stuff. As you can tell, there's no contingencies on this car whatsoever, so that's kind of a bummer there. But for what it is, though, it is a really, really cool looking piece. Impressive, like, the level of graphics that we've gotten on the diecast back in the 2000s. Like, do you think about that, though? Like, the way they were printing these decals out is unbelievably good. I mean, think about it. How many people, like, you print, like, I don't know, like a little, like a, you print something off your computer, like cheat codes for San Andreas or one of your favorite video games, and you see how pixelated all the crap looks, and you see cars like this, and it's unbelievable. I mean, the pixel quality on this is almost identical to modern day. It's unbelievable. So they definitely had some high quality wraps back in those years. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. If you want to give it a big thumbs up, I would love you forever. And if you want to even be loved even more, make sure to check out the promo code down below for free shipping on Nascar Diecast. Over there at Circle B Diecast, you can check out the promo code Diecastbuffet. Link down below to that. Any orders $20 or more, I would greatly appreciate it. But this is a really cool looking piece, guys. Definitely, if you're a Rusty Wallace fan, this is something that probably brings you a lot of joy. I think his last win was at Martinsville in 04, if I remember correctly. But nonetheless, thank y'all so much for watching the video. Hope you have a great one. Diecast Buffet, signing off.